Let me tell you a story, okay? It's November 1999. Something very important happened in that particular month. The beginning of that month, the first couple weeks. A little movie I like to call Pokemon: the first movie, a second : Mewtwo Strikes Back, featuring the short Pikachu's Vacation, debuted in theaters that month, and that was basically a life-changing experience for me. Pokemon: the first movie. I'm not gonna say it's one of the greatest movies of all time. It's not, okay? Back then, when I was a kid, that if you would have asked me what the best movies of all time was, I would have been like, Pokemon, Dragonheart, Jurassic Park, fucking the Tiny Toons, How I Spent My Summer Vacation, all that shit would have made the list, okay? That all would have been in there. But now that I'm older, I acknowledge that, I mean, Dragonheart still goes in the list, so does Jurassic Park. Maybe the Tiny Toons one. But Pokemon has kind of fallen down the ranks as I've gotten older. I appreciate it for what it meant to me at a very, very important time in my life. And I feel like the same can be said for a lot of you guys as well. Pokemon: the first movie is really hard to watch when you're older because it is laughably bad. Okay? It's not a good movie. At the time when Pokemon: the first movie was in theaters, you know, this was at a time when it wasn't uncommon for movies during their theatrical release to also have a fast food tie-in. So whenever The Hunchback of Notre Dame or Hercules or, you know, one of the Disney movies was in theaters, Toy Story, 101 Dalmatians, all that, at the same time, you could go to McDonald's and get a Happy Meal and get a toy based off of the movie. They had the whole series. Well, Pokemon was one of the franchises that did not get snatched up by McDonald's. That went to Burger King, the kingdom of burgers. And what Burger King did was really unprecedented because they never really did this for anything else, as far as I can remember. But when the Pokemon craze was at its peak and Burger King had the rights to do the toys, you could go and get your Burger King Kids Club meal. I think that's the actual name for those, not Happy Meal. And you would get a Pokemon toy. But every Tuesday night was trading night. So you could show up and hang out, presumably order something to eat, and then you could swap your toys with your friends, or bring your cards, or bring your Game Boy games and link them up and play. I cannot convey to you how important those nights were to me when I was that age. That was all I looked forward to. And we were so fortunate where I lived that after the Pokemon promotion ended, when they no longer did the toys, that Burger King location still kept up the Tuesday night tradition. So whatever the fuck came after Pokemon, I don't know, fucking gargoyles, who cares? But when that promotion ended, everyone still showed up on Tuesdays. Everyone still brought their Pokemon cards. Everyone still brought their toys, their games. And we continued like that for like a year-ish. Like, it just went on, and it never ended, and those were some good times. So, tonight's unbox that I have is actually a relic of those good times. It's an original Pokemon toy from Burger King from 1999, still in its bag. So we've got one of these right here. Also, if you bring the wrapper, it's you get $2 off your video purchase whenever the movie, I guess, not the movie, but whenever you they sold the episodes of anime, three episodes per tape. That's what that coupon was for. So actually, maybe they didn't. Maybe the movie, this says Pokemon the first movie now on video and DVD. So maybe this was when they actually when the movie had its home release, and then they did this. I don't know. I'm a little bit fuzzy on that, but they only had 57 toys in the collection. They didn't do the 101 Dalmatian thing like McDonald's tried to do. Holy crap, that was a nightmare. I think I made it to like 20, and I never, like, to this day, I never filled in the gaps in my collection. I'm actually missing several of these, so I have I've got 2 to open up tonight. So maybe We'll see if I fill in any of the holes in my collection. Some of y'all may have noticed something might be awry with these. These toys originally came in plastic Pokeballs, but some fucking kid suffocated himself with one somehow, so he ruined it for everybody. Let's take a look at... And you know what? I'm not going to rip open the front of it. I'm going to rip open the back. Because the front, you know, that's the moneymaker. So what you basically got in here, looks like there is a checklist. So let's actually take this little piece out first. So, hang on, was this... There's no card in here. This is a bit strange to me. So these are key rings. We did get a key ring. Maybe we got a Sandshrew. I'm not actually sure, because they've highlighted Sandshrew here. But he doesn't appear over here, so maybe... I don't know. Did these toys have a second run at Burger King? Because inside, it's not in here. Because it used to... you used to get a card, and they had these little... they weren't the TCG cards. They were just they were their own little thing that Burger King designed. And they did have 151 different cards. You would get one card in here, and I think if you bought something off the menu, they had uncut sheets of cards with perforations that you could get, and that there was 9 to a sheet. I've got a bunch of those around here somewhere that I really need to sell because I'm pretty sure I could probably pay some bills with that crap. But there's no trading card in here, it's just the checklist. But these are the ones that I remember that they had. I mean, they didn't do all 151, like I said. Of course, if we look down here, my favorite Pokemon is represented, Burger King. Down here in the bottom corner. Anyways, let's see who's inside the bag. It's not Sandshrew. Holy shit. We actually have an emote for this guy. It's literally Muck. Oh my fucking god. He has so little merchandise that this key ring, you can see him featured like way down here. He's in the bottom corner. This key ring is one of the only pieces of merchandise that exists to this guy. And he's actually one of my favorite Pokemon. He's better than Ditto. He's better than Ditto. He's a mean son of a bitch. I would actually put this on my key ring if it weren't for the fact that I wouldn't be able to actually... Like, it says it's a key ring, but this, you can't put this, like... Maybe if you're a kid and you have a key to, like, your bike lock or something, you can put that on this. But you can't put this on your car keys and your house keys because this doesn't... this doesn't fit in your pocket with that many fucking keys on it. So yeah, it's literally just a lump of plastic, but it's a lump of plastic in the shape of one of my favorite guys, and it's a little keychain. So I think this is going straight to the shelves of glory behind me. I gotta be honest with you. Mr. Inflammable, did he melt? Look at that. I mean, with Muck, you can never tell. With Muck and Grimer and Ditto, it's hard to tell if... That's the good thing about Muck, right? If you wanted to draw a picture of this guy, you could fuck it up and nobody would really know. Just draw the Nickelodeon logo. I mean, it's good enough, close enough. Who cares? Yeah. What's the copyright on him? Copyright is 99, which is weird because this talks about how Pokemon the first movie. Oh, I see. Okay, so you're supposed to hang on to this. That explains it. So the movie was still in theaters. But it was going to be on home video the next year, March 2000. So you hang on to this, or you hung on to this. I don't fucking know. Whatever it was. Do you have to join the Burger King Kids Club? I don't know. Whatever it is, somehow, some way, we have to say goodbye. Didn't mean to turn that into a Pikachu's goodbye reference, but that's what it was. So let's take a look. Since we got one key ring, they actually had checklists. Basically, so not everything was a key ring that you could get. They had key rings, obviously. Then they had little figurines that lit up. I know for a fact, like Mewtwo had light up eyes. I'm trying to think who else had a light up thing. They had little tops where it had like a little rev thing on the bottom where you went like this on the table and then you set it down. They had like Magnemite, Voltorb, Electrode, Jigglypuff, Diglett, all the ones that were pretty simple shapes you could make a top out of. They did tops out of those. They had a plush Pikachu that talked when you squeezed it. And that was like a super rare chase thing. I managed to get one of those like legit just in a fucking Burger King Kids Club meal. And I thought I was talk of the town right there. Everybody wanted that damn thing. I'm like, y'all can get fucked, okay? And then they had little miniature plushies. I know that Togepi was represented as a little plush because Togepi actually debuted, at least in North America, through Pokemon the first movie, through the little mini adventure that takes place beforehand. So, but yeah, so there was multiple things. So this is only a checklist for key rings. When I saw Sandshrew over here, I thought that's the one we were going to get. But, yeah, so the other ones in the set that we could possibly get are Nidoking, Dragonite, Vileplume, Cubone, Sandslash, Geodude, Nidoqueen, Nidorino, Kangaskhan, Hitmonlee, Electabuzz, and then Muck. And Muck is the only one who's facing... No, never mind. Sandslash is also facing the wrong direction. But they spelled club without the K. Y'all, that's fucked up. I'm actually really happy that I got a little Muck to go with that. I literally bought these as new old stock collectible things on eBay and didn't really know what I was going to get, so I got a Muck, and then I've also got one more that we can open, so I'd like to see what's in there. I'm a little bummed out that it doesn't come with the trading card. I guess they stopped doing that after a while. If I would have known that I wasn't going to get a trading card, I would have tried to find some of the ones that I still have that I could show you guys as an example, but you let me down, Burger King. So let's take a look at what's inside the back. So again, oop, hang on. Shit, it's stuck. It's stuck to the plastic. No. Okay, so I think this is just going to be the same thing. It's just going to be the checklist. Yeah, same checklist. Although these are the light-up toys. Okay, so yeah, this is exactly what I was just talking about, how there's other things. So we didn't get a key ring in here, so whatever's in here is going to be a light-up. So, okay, so here's the one. So this doesn't necessarily mean we got Charmander. So in here, I think these are... Oh! There's only 5 in the set, because I was going to say Gengar's on here twice. And then so is Mew. And okay, never mind. So you have Charmander, and then the other ones are Mewtwo and Mew, Gengar and Raichu, and then in here are the directions for how you turn them on. And Mew just has a switch, They seem to all have switches on the back of their neck, actually. I think Charmander and Mewtwo are the only ones that you, like, twist their tail and it turns the light on. It's not going to be a Machamp. I'm sorry. Did they have Machamp? If they had a Machamp, I would imagine that would have been a key ring, and we didn't get one of those. So let's take a look at... Holy shit. Are you kidding me? Do you know how uncommon this is? Do you realize? Okay, Muck is probably not that rare of a toy, but he's my favorite, so that counts to me. We got a fucking Mew. I already had a Muck. Obviously, I already had one of these in my collection. I'm okay with having 2. In fact, I think I own 4 of them now. But this was one of the ones I was missing. I've only ever seen one of these in person back when I was a kid, when we did the trade night thing. And basically the way how I was a dick when I got the talking Pikachu, the kid who got this one was a dick because he didn't want to get rid of Mew. So this begs the question, though. Yeah, she's got a switch on the back of her neck. This begs the question, though. Will she still... Do her batteries still work? Will she still turn on? She's 20 years old. I really don't think it's going to work, but let's see. Oh, no. Shit. She's... Come on. No. Ah. Mew. Yeah, no. Her batteries are... She's out of juice. She's tired. But, I mean, you can't blame her. She's been cooped up in that bag for 20 years. It looks like... Hang on. Now I opened it and it lost all its value. Technically, I feel like by opening this one I increased its value, because Mew is pretty rare. Yeah, it looks like, judging by putting a light in her face, her eyes would glow blue. So she'd have a blue glow. I do have a Mewtwo, and his eyes glowed red. I managed to get a Mewtwo from a kid's meal as well. But I'm a little bummed out that her eyes don't light up, but you dingus. But I mean, that's kind of to be expected. I'm pretty sure the Mewtwo I have, I don't think his eyes light up either. In fact, I think his died out a long time ago. I think out of the light ups, there was what, Charmander, Gengar, Raichu, and then Mew and Mewtwo. I have a Gengar and a Mewtwo, and neither one of them still light up anymore. So that's, oh well. Yeah, Rocker, there's actually no plastic pull tab on the toy. Like, and there's actually, looking at it, I mean, look if we look at her ass or whatever, there's no way to actually open this up unless her tail comes out. Well, her tail does come out, but there's not a screw there. That's just a butthole. So, let's better put that back where we found it. I was thinking maybe if there was like a little hex screw or something. I have a set of video game screwdrivers you can use to repair consoles with. I was thinking I could take her apart and put... They used to use button cells in these things, but I feel like there is, unfortunately, no way to open Mew without destroying her. So it's just gonna have to be. This is just how it is. So I guess that really means that the magic is kind of lost. But I don't know. I guess it's weird to know that I guess for the rest of my life I'm not going to be able to ever have one of these toys and see her eyes light up. Which sounds like a really weird thing to bitch and complain about, but I don't know. That was kind of part of the coolness of it, was like when you had the one with the light up toy, the light up eyes like Mewtwo, you're like, and his eyes turn red, you're like, oh, that's fucking cool, but I don't know. Sorry, I'm actually looking at this and I'm actually like, it's actually like one of the few fleeting moments of like fucking happiness I've had in like the past several years. This is ridiculous. It's a Burger King toy. It's a piece of plastic, all right, but it's what this piece of plastic represents to me. I'm actually more obsessed with it. I was trying to figure what I would have to get after I open Muck. I'm like, what would I have to open to shut up about Muck? I'm like, well, this is exactly it. It's Mew. So I guess I picked some pretty damn good ones. I mean, like I said, I bought these online, so it's not like I went to a reseller and was like feeling the bags and trying to guess which one was what. You really can't do that. But yeah, that's... Needless to say, if I got these would not have come with me to the trade night on Tuesday, because I wouldn't have wanted to get rid of them. Fanjamon is asking if there's a Lapras in the set, and yes, there is a Lapras. She is actually... Well, she's also out of focus. I want to say Lapras was a little plush, like one of the little plushies, and I think I've got one of her. I think. But I don't know if she survived the hurricane. So a lot of... Like I said, I lost a lot of my collectibles and things from my childhood in that fucking storm. So I don't know if I still have her, but I'm in the process of getting everything out of storage and in my garage now that that's all been put back together. So we'll find out eventually. I don't know, but Lapras should be immune to water. I mean, she's immune to water, but I mean, it's, even though she's a water type, when you hit her with surf hard enough, you still take her down. Okay? This damn Game Genie cheats. I honestly could not have picked two better examples of things that would have gotten me really excited. I'm just, like, I guess it goes without saying, I'm 32 fucking years old. I'm in my 30s. And I'm just as excited about opening these stupid things as I would have been literally 20 years ago. Like, not even a joke. I am just as tickled pink like Mew. I'm pink like Mew. To get both of these. So I don't know. It's like a little piece of magic. These are the things that, these are the little moments, the little things, like, I don't know, that you should just hang on to, because I don't know, shit like this is just like Pokemon the first movie is never going to be in theaters again. Burger King's not going to do trading night anymore. And even if they did, it'd be awfully fucking weird to be the creep in your 30s showing up to that, you know. But so this is a way to kind of like take me back. And the what does I say, mystery blind bag, I'm not sure what to call it, but yeah, they like I said, they kept up the blind bag routine even though they had to get rid of the Pokeballs. So like I said, still didn't, there's still blind bags. There's only 57, so like I said, they didn't do the whole set. Kind of went the Pokemon Snap route with that, couldn't do the whole 151, but I think making 151 toys to collect would have been completely infeasible and very expensive. So they just kind of picked and chose the ones they could get away with, and obviously Muck seems a little bit easier to manufacture than Mew, but you had to have a couple chase ones. But yeah, no, Mew was definitely one of the rare ones, and just to get that just legit from something I just bought just on a whim with, you know, money I raised from the stream, that is pretty awesome. These were two Pokemon Burger King toys that are of the era from 1999. November 1999 was a very magical time to be a kid. I think every generation's got one of those moments. I'm trying to think for like Generation Z, like what's their, I don't know, fucking Fortnite? I don't know, it sucks to be them, but I feel, you know, for millennials and for the younger side of Generation X and things like that, I think living through this madness, that was a good time to be young. It was a really good time to be young, to be honest with you. And I think the fact that I got just as excited over these two things tonight as I did, you know, as I would have 2 decades ago, I think that goes without saying that they're still pretty important to me. And I am totally not unboxing these things on my stream as a way to desperately chase my childhood, which is ever further getting further behind me in the rearview mirror. Those gray hairs on my head aren't really there. It's just a figment of your imagination. So, Rocker, they've got Generation Z had Fortnite and the poop emoji. They can't all be winners. What did baby boomers get? They got, I mean, I guess baby boomers, they got to like witness like video games becoming a thing, like the first home consoles, if that was like important to you, I don't know. And then we had this, and millennials also share that with this. And if you're from the older half of Generation X, then I guess you would have been able to live through the boom of like horror movies in the 80s. Man, those are being a kid and being into like horror movies. The 80s was like the best time for that. I missed out on that. I was, you know, I'm on the younger side of that curve, unfortunately. So I didn't get to live through the horror movie boom. I wish I did, but I got Pokemon instead. So I'm you know, it's all apples and oranges. All right, everybody's happy about something. It's all good. Alex Ammerling, baby boomers got Pong. Baby boomers got independent wealth. Well, when they got older, they did. I mean, like when they were young, when they were kids. Like what did they have? The fucking Beatles? I don't know. Like the British invasion, I guess that would have been, but not the one that led to the Revolutionary War. I don't know, but I actually, you know, getting these two, I might look for more of these to unbox, just because, like I said, I've got holes in my collection of these toys. I've already got a Muck, but like I said, I'll take 20 of these because he's one of my favorites. And I didn't have a Mew, and I was actually very lucky to get a Mew, because Mew was rare, because obviously it's not only, I mean, Mew and Mewtwo were both rare ones because they were like the titular characters from the movie. Yes, I did just say tits. So they made those the chase ones, along with Talking Pikachu and the little Togepi plush. Like, all 4 of those were super uncommon, and I've got all 4 of those, so I'm really glad about that. So I might see if I can find some more of these pretty cheap, and we can open them up and see if I can maybe complete my collection someday. But that's enough Pokemon for now. So thank you for catching this GatorUNbox. Hopefully, I don't know, looking at these, hopefully you've got some Pokemon memories of your own. So you can live them vicariously through this video. I don't know, but hopefully this means as much to you as it does to me. Hey, thanks for checking out GatorBox on YouTube. We really appreciate it. If you like what you saw and you want to kick around with us live, follow us on Twitch because we do this several times during the week. And if you want to support this channel, you can do so by subscribing right here on YouTube, following or subscribing over on Twitch, or even making a pledge on Patreon. Your support over the years has been tremendous. Thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video right here on GatorBox.